All right, ladies and gentlemen, how's everyone doing on this fine Sunday? Sunday fun day, as I call it, or as I've heard. How's everyone doing today? Is everyone having a great Sunday? Everyone doing anything fun? Um, we are doing a flight today. I know this is kind of an unordinary one that they do in real life, and it somewhat caught me by surprise too. I was looking for A350 flights, and I realized this is probably my only choice I have. We're flying Ethiopian Airlines today, but in South America, which I know it caught me by surprise. They're doing South American flights. So we're flying today from Sao Paulo. This is a freeware scenery. The gates all over there are better, which I don't understand why this huge terminal is worse. I'm targeting the real life gates as well. Sao Paulo to Buenos Aires. We did the opposite not long ago, and we firmed it again. But today, let's make up for it. I want to get below 100 feet per minute today, if I can. This morning we are flying on Beyond ATC since there is no VATSIM on. I think it would be nice to do that for once, but two, since there's no VATSIM on, there's no point in my view. So, unless if it was a busy frequency, I'd say a different story. But I think if we did Beyond today for now, I think it'd be great. We could also turn up the traffic frequency to level 10. Yeah, we are at 10. Wow. Woo, that's gonna be fun. All right. So we're at traffic 10 today and Beyond. So it might be a little bit busier in Sao Paulo today. So who's ready to fly today? Because I am. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and turn our aircraft on. I do want to recognize that yesterday's YouTube Shorts received quite a bit of coverage for views, and I want to appreciate all of you who watched it for viewing it. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to be flying today in South America. I want to make sure, first of all, that our weather's on live. Yes, that's good. We want to make sure that our navs are on. Our crew supply is on. Fantastic. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Yeah, we are ready for a flight plan. So why don't we get on the IFR clearance frequency? We won't request clearance right away, but I want to I'd like to begin getting everything ready to go. So let's go to our flight ops systems and SimBrief imports. Our info. Ethiopian 506 we are today. Flight ops plan. We need that for Navigraph. I keep forgetting which one it is.
Guarulhos delivery, LAN Colombian INE04, Airbus A320, RAM 408, request IFR clearance to El Dorado Airport. Information Wolf.
Go ahead and get our refueling. Get our catering service as
LAN
well.
Colombia 904, Guarulhos delivery,
Yeah,
to
that's
El Dorado,
fine.
runway 0 inner left, after departure radar vectors Lonal, clean to 8,000 feet, SWAL 5740. Clear to El Dorado, runway 09 left, after departure radar vectors Lonal, climb
Ground
to
power
8,000
unit,
feet,
DI, lavatory,
5744, LAN
water
Colombian
service.
INE04.
Huh.
LAN Colombia 904, back correct. Contact ground 126 decimal niner, when ready for pushback or range start. Ground 126 decimal 9 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Wow.
LAN Colombia 904.
I've never seen that before. I'll have to experiment though with those features off camera. Wow. That's really interesting. All right, so we got SimBrief imported. Fantastic. We'll wait for SimBrief to do its job. I believe today our climbing flight level. Let me check our SimBrief flight plan just to make sure that I'm correct on this. Let's view the flight plan. Let me check chat as well. Chat, is everything going okay? No messages. Well, I'll get the... And we're going to use the 21% SimBrief. SimBrief, yep. We're using SimBrief all the time for optimization. Okay. Let's grab our Sin Star. Our Sin Star today. It's only a... How long is it? Yeah, airtime 2 hours and 29. We'll go ahead. Flight level 400. Okay. Cruise profile 50. Okay, got it. Okay, so I think I've got I have the idea in mind. Okay. Go ahead and turn on our Google Chrome so we can grab our so y'all can see the info. So today, without further ado, let's get our flight plan imported. I don't know what the SID will have today in Sao Paulo. No, sorry. Yeah, Sao Paulo. I don't know what the SID will look like in Sao Paulo. I know that we are making a wrap around the city a little bit. So my only thing is, I just don't know if we're going to be climbing to a specific altitude. I don't know the traffic load as well, so we'll go ahead and get that all figured out. So, FMS. Init. Copy the flight plan. Insert that. Fantastic. Cruise profile 50. Copy takeoff request. Send takeoff request. Okay, so we go into the fuel. Fantastic. Who is excited for this flight today? All right, receive takeoff. Insert. Fantastic. Well, that's it for
Guarulhos
now, but that
Delivery,
we will
TAM
definitely
3040,
update that.
Airbus A320, Ramp Niner 0 Niner, Request FR, Clearance Silvio Petirossi Airport, Information Golf.
Let's go to our serve page before we begin
TAM 3040,
our
Guarulhos
clearance
Delivery,
today.
Silvio Petirossi Airport,
FMS.
Runway 0 Niner left,
In
after
it.
departure radar
I want
vector
to insert the
ZDIP,
winds
clean
as
to
well.
8,000 feet, SWAL 5660.
Fantastic.
Clareto Silvio Petirossi Airport, Runway 0 Niner left, after departure radar vector ZDIP, clean to 8,000 feet,
Flight
SWAL
plan.
5660,
All right, so
TAM 3040.
let's take a look at our departure today. So our departure from
TAM
Sao Paulo is
3040,
runway
Airbus
10
correct.
left.
Contact ground 126
One-
decimal Niner, when ready for pushback or range start.
What?
Ground
How?
126
Wait,
decimal
what?
Niner, when head, TAM 3040.
No 10 left? Huh? Wait, what? This doesn't make sense to me. How could you say there's no 10 left? Oh my goodness, the runways are completely wrong. SBGR, yeah, right? SBGR. SBGR. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I guess it's 09er left. I don't know. That seems really awkward.
All aircraft B, advise
Oh, and
information
then there's
hotel
no
current,
SID?
QNH 1023.
Oh, jeez, ladies and gentlemen, we are... okay. SAEZ. We could probably do the star into. Alright, 1-1. Approach. We're gonna do ILS Zulu 1-1 today. Via. We'll probably do the Via today. The star today is Pago 7 uniform. Pago 7 uniform, yes. Alright, so we'll do that. But the SID, I need to understand a little bit further why it's not doing what it's supposed to. So let's do ourselves a favor. SBGR. SBGR. I don't know why it's like that though. Tell me, I don't know why. Hold on. Departure. That doesn't. Is it because of the freebird scenery? Oh geez, GSX. Let me look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Is there an optimization error with the freeware scenery? If that's the case, I'm not flying in here again. Let me look. Oh, let's see. 09er left. And then that's... Okay, that's absolutely wrong. That should be 10 left and not 09er left. Okay, that's... Okay. Okay, I've got an idea. What I'll do, ladies and gentlemen, is I will insert the SID into the aircraft manually. And the departing waypoints manually. So it's going to be 09er left today. And of course they don't have any SIDs today. That does not make sense. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That does not make sense to me. Okay, so we need to insert next waypoint. That would be ZOR Z2 alpha. So Z Z O Romeo. Wherever it is. Where is R? There you go. Z. Or Zulu, sorry. 2. Where's the 2? Alpha. Let's try that. What? That doesn't make sense, though. UBSOD is the waypoint. That I've never seen this before, ladies and gentlemen. This is an error on the freeware. It does work, but the problem is that does not make sense then. Huh. Well. UBSOD. I'm glad I'm not flying on VATSIM in this. This is... Oh my. Yes, I'd like that. And then enter. Huh. Yeah. Active flight plan. Yeah, so you've got Oops, I don't know wherever it is. It's just the SID coming out of I'm so glad I'm not flying on VATSIM right now. I actually am kind of glad. Yeah. If this were happening in VATSIM, they either tell me reinsert the flight plan or let me look at the SimReef info. Let me start typing in some waypoints. Okay, AMVUL is our first waypoint. So I'm gonna have to do some typing here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me also request our boarding. Fantastic. And SimReef, okay, just make sure that's all inserting. So let me go ahead and scroll up. This is really weird. So insert next waypoint. If you all could see this, it's AMVUL. AMVUL. Enter. All right, so then GR027. Wow. GR027. So Golf. Both. Golf Romeo. 027. That does not make sense to me. Okay, so we got that. Nice. Golf Romeo 027. Golf Romeo 209. And then it's, yeah, Golf Romeo 209. Golf Romeo 209er. Awesome, thank you. Golf Romeo 212. I'm trying to be as accurate as possible with the error going on. So Golf Romeo 212. Golf Romeo 212. Okay. Next, okay, so we have two more waypoints. CGO is the next waypoint. Next waypoint would be CGO. All right, so Charlie, Golf. Fantastic. Oh. It would be distance in nautical miles, 15, yes. And I will be verifying this before we make our clearance request. CGO, ZORZA, okay. So that's the SID out of, we're making the best out of this. So Zulu. I'm guessing it's Omega for, letter Z for, no, letter O. Z, Omega, Romeo. I might be wrong, though. Z, Alpha. So, Zorza, it should be. And then, let's check. Then, Ubisoft, fantastic. And then, delete that. And then, let's see how it works. Let's go back to our departure, and then we'll see how it works. Okay, so everything seems so far not bad. Okay, so we've got the SID. Can we zoom in a little bit, see what that looks like? Yeah, it looks pretty good to me. I'm liking that. It's not bad. So there. It works perfectly, ladies and gentlemen. So we just fixed the issue. So I like that. All right, nice. So we're gonna wait for our packs to board, ladies and gentlemen. How many do we have today? We've got 244 packs, so we'll be on the ground for a little while. In the meantime, while we are looking, let's check chat again. Anything new, chat? Chat? No. Mm-mm. Alrighty. But who's excited for FS Expo coming up? I'm really excited and thrilled to go. Are any of you going is the question as well. I'm just turning on all my fans to keep myself cool. It's like all of our cargo is loading on, like our packs on. So we will be in the air in no time, ladies and gentlemen. You know what would be interesting? If we had a if there was a way to what's it called? If there was a way to what is it called? Oh, I can't even think. To have more than one gate operating in the sim, that would be something impressive to do. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. I just hope that they consider this. So I really want I just want that to happen, where we can have more than one gate operating the aircraft. Like the A380, that would come useful. So I'm one who really wants that. So I'm a proponent for that. So I'm really looking forward to that potentiality. But what about you all? I'm honestly, I'm really excited for this. So I just want to see how the simulator comes in 2028. You know what I also do want? I want in 2028 I want them to make all the default airports better. They just don't do a great job with airports. Azobo and Microsoft, they don't. They need to make default better. I know it's very hard, but can't you just do more airports? That's my only complaint about the sim. Actually, there's only two complaints I have about the sim. It's really one of those things I really want to see. So I am. Uh, all right, let's see how this is all going out. How many packs do we have on board? Oh yeah, something I need to do. We need to get beyond and stuff going. I was doing something for a minute. Go ahead and turn on the VHF mode. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I was doing something for a quick second. We want the packs to be on, the cabin to be on. All of them I want on too. So there you go. Let's go ahead and speak with Beyond so we can get our clearance. We need to do that pronto. Okay, so we're gonna be probably climbing via the SID today. I guess it's probably 4,000 or 5,000 feet as we are climbing. So, got to think about that. Let me just, and then we'll get this going. All right, Beyond, what's going on? Let's get this over with. Ethiopian 506 Heavy. Good morning from Sao Paulo. Requesting IFAR clearance to Buenos Aires.
Ethiopian 506 EAV, Guarulhos Delivery, Information Hotel Current, Cleared 26 Ministro Pistarini Airport, Runway 0 Niner Left, After Departure Radar Vector Subsod, Clean to 8,000 feet, SWAL 4765.
Squawk 4765, climb to flight level 080 for departure, runway 10 left departure, climb via SID. Ethiopian 506 Heavy. Wow.
Ethiopian 506 EAV, Reeba correct. Contact ground 126 decimal
Climb to flight level
when ready for
080.
push or start.
What did they say? Yeah, 09 left will be it, because I don't know why they, like, for some reason, ladies and gentlemen, this scenery messed up entirely. So I don't know. It really makes me mad. It's stupid freewares. They're
Ethiopian 506 EAV, Reeba correct. Contact ground 126 decimal Niner when ready for push or start.
126.9er, when ready for push or start. Ethiopian 506 Heavy. 4765. Okay.
Negative. Ground on 126 decimal Niner.
126.9er, Ethiopian 506 Heavy. 4765. Okay, identify. Transmitting. We'll get our serve page on. Okay. Weather. Identify the squawk. TA mode. Alrighty. Turn on our pack signs. Emergency exits can be turned on. Fantastic. 110 out of 244. So we're getting close to halfway, so that's good. Okay, then I also would like to check out our QNH for today. So let me go ahead and grab that information from windy.com. I trust windy.com more than some of the other sources I have for QNHs and weather information. So I think SBGR is the destination. No, departure, I mean, sorry. Looking for Sao Paulo. Huh, where are you? Sao Paulo, where are you? Yeah, this is Sao Paulo. They don't have the airport. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, yes, let me go ahead and turn on the screen so that we could all take a look. All right, Chrome. Where are you? Chrome. Okay. All right, so QNH today is 1023, so we'll go ahead and... I love the A350's QNHs, so I'm really... Fantastic. All right, so 1023, correct. Climb flight level 080 for departure. So yeah, that should all be good. I'm trying to think, do we need anything else that we need to do? We're waiting for the departure information to be loaded. Waiting for our weights to be properly inserted. Let's check the exterior. Anything going okay? We've got the stairs inserted. I don't know why. The weird thing is, I don't know why GSX does not also do a bus to board the airplane at, besides the gate. That would be really helpful, in my view. That's something constructive I have about GSX. So we have almost 100 more packs to go, and then we'll be ready to go. So 09 left today. I'm gonna go back and look at that runway. That does not make sense to me whatsoever. Well. I'm gonna whoa, what in the world? So I'm gonna show you all something. If we go to flight radar, for instance, I'm gonna go to Sao Paulo. I'm gonna show you all this. Can you all see my screen? Yeah, you can. Okay, great. So my issue is this is the runway we're departing on. This is 10 left. And on the simulator, it's 09er left. That does not make sense to me. So the freeware developer, no offense, this is just something constructive. Why did you do 09er left? That does not make sense to me. Anyway, that's just me. But why? I appreciate your work, and I love the taxiway. I enjoy the taxiways and the ground that you've developed. I think it's not terrible. It's just why 09er left? That really confused me when I was inserting my info for departure and arrival and stuff. Yeah, exterior is okay. It's just why? What? I mean, also, why did you not get this part in too? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, that's just my spiel about it. So I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. That does not make sense to me. That doesn't make sense. So anyway, I don't know. What do y'all think about that? That's really weird. I don't know. What do you all think about that? That does not make sense to me. Are you all like it makes me upset to see that. There's not an ounce of realism in that. That does not make sense to me. Which I don't understand. I legitimately don't. So it's just me. I don't know. I don't know why it wasn't like that. But anyway, enough of me being like that. It's just that I want it to be as realistic as possible, and I like realism. But anyway, how many packs do we have on? 188. So not far. 244s are 244 is our furthest today. So we got some airplanes coming in. Yeah, that does not make sense to me. And we're getting 70 frames right now. I mean, it's above 60. It's probably because of the traffic. But I think once we get out of Sao Paulo, we will be fine. We're getting a little bit lower frames, ladies and gentlemen. That doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, I don't know.
TAM 3309, taxi to ramp 501 via November, Alpha Juliet Yankee. Taxi to ramp 501 via November, Alpha Juliet Yankee, TAM 3309.
Alright. So we're just waiting for all the passengers to board, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll be waiting for a few minutes, and then we'll be ready to go. I can't wait to take off today out of Sao Paulo. Any VATSIM on? You know, and if there was VATSIM on, ladies and gentlemen, I still don't feel comfortable flying on VATSIM in this Sao Paulo scenery. I don't, because, again, that runway really confuses me. So, I don't know. I legitimately don't know.
TAM 47640, at ramp 506, request pushar.
Let's see the load sheet. 230. Wow, we're getting really close, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic.
Face east. Pushak approved. Face east. TAM 47640.
There's a LATAM A320. I don't know. All right. How far? 243 out of 244. Fantastic. Go back into the cockpit so we can hear the announcement. Any second. All right. Let's go ahead and get our takeoff information ready to go.
TAM 47640, head to taxi to deactive.
Okay.
TAM 47640,
Load sheet.
taxi holding
Takeoff
point
first.
by 0 Mineiro left via Yankee 5, Juliet Bravo.
Taxi holding
Sim
point 150
brief.
linear left V Yankee 5 Juliet. Bravo. Turn 407640.
What? That doesn't make sense though. How do the sim brief weights don't match? Maybe they're not done fueling, are they? And we've got 21% fuel. That should be enough to get down to Sao Paulo. Sorry, Buenos Aires. I don't. How many kilograms do we have today? 26.8 kilograms. 26.8. Yeah, about 26.8. Yeah, that's about right. I mean, I didn't exactly round up to 844, but it's around correct. But that's my question though. Why does it say it doesn't match? I mean, it's very close though. So, sync that, compute. What do we get today? 1 to 29, 31, 35. All right, we're going to be rotating very quickly. So, let's go to our FMS and go to our perf page. Confirm the speeds. Wow, those are really low speeds, ladies and gentlemen. Flaps 1 we want to be at since you're at very low. It will definitely be a flex takeoff today. Climb, we want to be at auto derate at all times since the aircraft is less heavy. Let's go to our fuel and preds. Make sure that those are all in.
Turn 47640. Contact Guarulhos Tower 13 to decimal 75.
Over to Tower 13 to decimal 75. Turn 47640.
All right, nice.
Turn 729. Taxi
Alrighty.
Alpha Yankee.
Aboard. We're delighted to have you with us today. Please take a moment to stow your carry-on items in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you. For your safety, larger items should be placed in the overhead bin, and smaller items must be securely stowed. If you need assistance, our cabin crew is here to help. We'll be pushing back from the gate shortly, so we kindly ask that you take your seat as soon as possible and clear the aisles.
Well, there you go. There's your captain speaking. So I'm really excited, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. So let me hear it on.
Turn 282. Ramp 40 linear. Request pushback engine start.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. So let's go ahead and prepare for a pushback. Seatbelts, everything on.
Face west.
Pushback approved. Face west. Turn 282.
Ethiopian 506 heavy requesting pushback and engine start.
Ethiopian 506 Ave, Guarulhos ground, pushback approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Ethiopian 506 heavy. Fantastic. All right. The jetways we need to operate. And the stairs we need to operate. Fantastic. Everything's going as planned. Keep the GPUs ready and armed. All right, let's get the ignition starter on. Jetway operations have been completed. Stairs are completing right now. Go ahead and turn our beacon. Well, until the APU started. Give it a. Well, turn on the beacon. All right, beacon is on. Let's see from our vantage point. Do we see the beacon on? It should be on anyway, so.
Turn 282. Taxi holding point runway 0 linear left via Yankee 40, India Bravo.
I don't know where the beacon indicator is.
Taxi holding point runway 0 linear left via Yankee 40, India Bravo. Turn 282.
Well, we turned it on, so I'm not worried. Yeah, sure. Off, on, fantastic. All right, APUs all ready to go. Go ahead and get GSX ready to go. First of all, release our chocks. Release our Check out all doors are closed. Yes. And yes. Okay. Shocks and GPU can be disconnected. All right. Let's go ahead and prepare. All ready? And then once we're pushing back, we'll listen to the captain as well.
82, contact Guarulhos Tower 132.75.
Over to Tower 132.75, Tanto 82.
We're going to be pushing back to our right today. Alrighty, let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention please for the safety demonstration. Even if you're a frequent flyer, we kindly ask that you watch and listen as we go over the important safety features of this aircraft. Welcome aboard this A350 aircraft. Your safety is our top priority. Please pay close attention to this important safety briefing. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. To tighten, pull the strap. To release, lift the top of the buckle. In case of unexpected turbulence, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever seated. If the cabin pressure changes, oxygen masks will automatically drop. Pull the mask towards you, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Breathe normally. Be sure to secure your own mask before assisting others. Your life vest is under or beside your seat. If instructed to use it, slip it over your head, fasten the straps, and pull them tight. Inflate by pulling the red tabs or blowing into the mouthpiece. Only inflate your vest when exiting the aircraft. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft, 4 in front of the wing and 4 behind the wing. In the event of an evacuation, follow the illuminated exit signs to the nearest exit. These are being pointed out by your crew now. Please note, the closest exit may be behind you. Please take a moment to review the safety card in your seat pocket for more information. Thank you for your attention, and we hope that you enjoy your flight.
Isn't that insane, ladies and gentlemen? How good that is? How good quality that is? That's incredible. I love it. So, I love it. It's incredible. Wait for our second engine to start. And apparently the trim is automatic today. Alright. We get the point. Thank you. Good to see ya. Appreciate it. We'll go. Well, I'm trying her to get out of the way so we can turn the taxi lights on. Alright. Ignition. Back to norm. APUs off. Taxi lights on. Fantastic. Seatbelts. I don't know about the mobile signs, but the seatbelts and the smoking switches are the most important. Flaps. Configure. Fantastic. Speed brakes. Test. Fantastic. They work fine. All right. Let's go ahead and go to our cockpit view. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just put this away. Let's controller away. Alrighty. Make sure our rudders work. Our whatchamacallit works. Our pedal.
TAM 3301, taxi to stand 211 via November, Alpha Yankee Golf Yankee 2.
Fantastic, it works perfectly. Alright. Takeoff config.
Taxi to stand 211 via November, Alpha Yankee Golf.
Speed brakes.
Yankee 2, TAM 3301.
Auto brake max, or auto brake automatic. Checked. Takeoff config. See what that does. Takeoff config test. Huh. Not do anything. Destination EFOB. I don't know what that means. Huh. I've never seen that before, but the flight directors are on. Wing does not need to be on. Seatbelts and stuff are on. That's what I don't understand. What does that mean? I've never. Flight control systems should be fine. Trim's automatic. Oh, maybe. I don't know. It's something pretty weird. I gotta turn that takeoff config off. Holding it. I don't know why it's not doing its thing. Yeah, everything's all.
Turn 142, gate 510, request pushak engine to start.
That's bizarre. If we hold the takeoff config, then. Wait, what? Yeah, all of our navs are aligned. I don't see a problem with that. It says align IRS, which is... That does not make sense. Huh, okay. Okay, that's pretty weird. I've never seen that in the 350 before. I've never seen it not work. Oh, that doesn't do a thing. Do we forget something? Our ground controls? Did we forget anything? Huh. That's really weird. Yeah, nothing... But nothing seems wrong unordinarily, so... I've done the takeoff config and stuff. IGN switch. APUs, nothing seems wrong or anything, so it doesn't make sense to me. And the nav lights are all aligned. I don't get that. Well, I tried. Alright. Did we forget something? Maybe the flight control systems?
Turn 142, request taxi to the active.
Let me try that. See if that does anything.
Turn 142, taxi holding point runway 0 Mineiro left via Yankee Julia Bravo.
I don't get what I was supposed to do then.
Taxi holding point runway 0 Mineiro left via Yankee Julia.
Anyway, that's really weird. We're gonna proceed, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty bizarre. Ethiopian 506 Heavy requesting taxi to runway 09er left. Should be 10 left instead.
Ethiopian 506 Heavy, taxi holding point runway 0 Mineiro left via Yankee 6, Kilo Bravo.
Yankee 6, Kilo Bravo is runway 09er left. Ethiopian 506 Heavy. Let's do this. That did not make sense to me. Yankee 6 Kilo Bravo. Okay.
Taxi to stand 3040 via November, Alpha Yankee. Cito stand 3040 via November, Alpha Yankee TAN 3607.
You know what it could be too? I wonder if it's the airport. I've never seen that in the 350 before. I don't know what happened. I mean, I could have... I looked at the navs, the APUs and stuff. Nothing seemed wrong when I look at it. So, I don't know. Would you chat? Any of you know? Like, show me. What's going on? I don't understand why the takeoff config's not... Flaps are down, aren't they? Yeah, they should be. Yeah, we're at flap 5 degrees, as we should be. Or flap 1 out of 4, that's good. So I don't see the issue. What's going on here? Alright, so we gotta wait behind one aircraft, so that shouldn't be terrible. Oh, and there's one coming in on 1-0 left. Ouch! That felt hard. Yeah, that's why I don't like FSLTL traffic injection. They absolutely... You think I'm bad? That is so much worse. Okay, so now they're moving. They're lining up and waiting. So we're going to be holding short, probably. Jeez Louise, that's insane.
Ethiopian 506 Ave, contact Guarulhos Tower 132.75, have a good day.
13275, Ethiopian 506 Heavy. Hang on, let me go ahead and do one or two things. Go ahead and line up, and then we gotta get our...
TAN 3285, monitor ground 126 decimal linear, have a good day.
Ground do a couple things, landing lights, strobe lights, pack lights. Not that, not that. Thank you.
42, Guarulhos Tower, V180 degrees, 6 knots, fly ADIN 220, runway 0 linear left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly ADIN 220, runway 0 linear left, cleared for takeoff.
Fantastic.
42.
Then let's get our stuff ready. Okay. And that's okay. It's not the greatest, but it will do. And then the Alvatax. Ethiopian 506 Heavy requesting takeoff clearance, runway 09er left.
TAN 8142, contact São Paulo, control 120.85.
Contact São Paulo, control 120.85, TAN 8142.
Ethiopian 506 Ave, runway 0 linear left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 09er left, Ethiopian 506 Heavy.
Ethiopian 506 Ave, Guarulhos Tower, V180 degrees, 6 knots, fly ADIN 100, runway 0 linear left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 09er left. Can you repeat the heading instruction one more time? Ethiopian 506 Heavy.
Ethiopian 506 Ave, Guarulhos Tower, V180 degrees, 6 knots, fly ADIN 100, runway 0 linear left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 09er left, fly heading 100, Ethiopian 506. Alrighty, let's do this, ladies and gentlemen.
Guarulhos Tower, TAN 337,
8 knots, neutralize.
runway 0 linear left.
TAN 3373, Guarulhos Tower, continue.
Vilco, TAN
Rotate. Wow. V2 and climb, gears coming up.
Ethiopian 506 EAV. Contacte São Paulo Control 1 20.85.
120.85, Ethiopian 506, heavy. That was something. What in the world happened? Oh, God. Okay. Wow. Alright, climb the other side. Oh, goodness. Okay, flaps. Bit late, but that's okay. Well, actually... Are we? What's the airport elevate? I thought it was... We might be a bit late. Hang on, let me... Oh, my goodness. You know what I might do as well, ladies and gentlemen? I think this is really driving me insane, but I'd like to remove the rudder input from the whatchamacallit. I'm actually, well, before I proceed, I'm gonna remove the that could have been the issue, but if we go to the yoke itself, that's hold on. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Rudder. That actually is really annoying. I don't want the rudder input. Yes. Okay. I don't want the rudder input. That's really... Did that do anything? Good. Okay, so fantastic. It's doing what I'm asking it to do. Alright, that was something. The rudder input was pretty weird as well. But we're up. I'm glad. Alright, let's go ahead and turn our cameras back on. Wow. Alright, so... Ethiopian 506 Heavy, good morning at flight level 080.
Ethiopian 506 EAV, São Paulo Control, identified clean flight level 1 0.
190, Ethiopian 506 Heavy.
Ethiopian 506 EAV, turn right, heading 230.
Turn right heading 230, Ethiopian 506 Heavy. Some minor thing I forgot to do. I forgot to set the QNH on the... Yeah, there you go. All right, fantastic.
Ethiopian 506 EAV, cleared direct UBSOD, resume on navigation.
Clear direct UBSOD, resume on navigation, Ethiopian 506. All right, so UBSOD. Take it direct to... All right, fantastic. Wow, that's pretty efficient. Turn off our landing lights around flight level 140 due to the elevation. Wow. That's really efficient, ladies and gentlemen. It's, oh, wow. That's promising. Beyond. I really like this direct. Oh, that takeoff was weird. Did you all, okay, on takeoff, did everyone hear the thump sound kind of sound off? It was, okay, two things. One, it's because of the, what's it called? What do you call it? It was because of the position of my pedals, rudder, or my flight stick, and it is also, it did input a rudder pedal into the flight stick, which is a disappointment. But at the same time, I think, at the same time, it is realistic too, but it's just, yeah, the rudder pedal is really annoying me on that, so. So, beyond, I'm giving kudos to this one for a direct. That's good. Flight level 120. We'll give it another 2,000 feet to... Let's see if we can see the city. Can we? Oh, wow. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that. I mean, we are speeding up too. Oh, there you go. That's a beautiful departure. We got up, but the rudder input, but also I think the wind was pretty bad as well. Oh my. I'm watching that altitude really carefully, ladies and gentlemen, so I can do the landing lights. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, let's go back in. I'll come back out in a second. Alrighty, landing lights. Fantastic. If we were in the Boeing, we would do the climb. I mean, that's a beautiful direct beyond gave me too. So I think that's really cutting time. I'm kind of am starting to like directs. Well, I'm gonna give it more of a chance, but if Beyond can give us more directs, that would be something. Like for Dulles, the one time we did the Matic approach, that was amazing. All right, so let's go back out. No, not that one. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, that's beautiful. The rendering's nice. Woohoo! Bye-bye, Sao Paulo. It's good seeing you again. We're flying Airbus this time, so everything should go better.
Ethiopian 506 EASE. Contact Curitiba Center 126.1. Ethiopian 506 EASE. Contact Curitiba Center 126.1.
126.51, Ethiopian 506.
Negative Curitiba Center on 126.1.
Yep. 126.1, Ethiopian 506 heavy. Ethiopian 506 heavy, good afternoon, at flight level 0, or flight level 170.
Ethiopian 506 EASE, Curitiba Center, good day, identified, clean flight level 400.
Climb flight level 400, Ethiopian 506. Fantastic. Flight level 400. Just want to make sure this is all... Yeah, that's all live. Dude, that takeoff was something. I couldn't believe how... I'm gonna watch that again. I'm in between a 6 and a 7 on that one. That was... It's not that I failed at that... Yeah, that center line was just meh. I'm giving it a 7. But also, did you all hear the thump during the takeoff? It's like our aircraft touched the ground again. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But anyway, that I thought was quite strange.
Gol 7681, contate São Paulo Control 120.45.
Contact São Paulo Control 120.45. Gol
Alrighty.
7681.
Yeah, Beyond gave me a solid direct out of, what's it called? Beyond gave me a solid direct. Alright, flight level 215. Let's go ahead and begin putting our music on. I'm gonna go AFK in a few minutes to eat some breakfast, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm really excited. Hang on. Let's do this. Still making our way up to flight level 400. We've got 2 hours and 15 till we arrive. .393 knots.
Azul 4587, descend startou 6,500 feet, QNH 1022.
DSV startou 6,500 feet. QNH 1022 Azul 4587.
Alright, flight level 24. Fantastic. Alright, there's 400 knots. Hopefully we stay in that range. I'm so glad we've taken this direct. This is really handy. Chat, anything new? Nope. That's okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and eat, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back in a little while. I hope you all are enjoying this stream so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my AFK sign up. So I appreciate you all. I'll be back in a few minutes, okay? Probably like 30 minutes-ish, something like that. And I'll put Beyond on auto respond. So fantastic. All right, be back.
Go 1117, clear Areda Nise 1 Alpha Rival, runway 35 left. Clear Areda Nise 1 Alpha Rival, runway 35 left, go 1117. Azul 2969, descent vista Arto 7,500 feet, KNH 1023. Descent vista Arto 7,500 feet, KNH 1023, Azul 2969. Go 14940, contact Brasilia Center 1, 26.15. Contact Brasilia Center 1, 26.15, go 14940. Azul 24079, contact Guarulhos. Go of Mont approach 135.75. Contact Guarulhos. Go of Mont approach 135.75. Azul 24079. Turn to H2, contact Curitiba approach 133.15.
Contact Curitiba approach 133.15, turn to H2.
Ethiopian 506 EAV, contact Curitiba center 135.8.
Center on 135.8, Ethiopian 506 Heavy. Curitiba Center, Ethiopian 506 Heavy. Good day. Passing flight level 332, climbing to flight level 400 direct Pagon.
Ethiopian 506 EAV, Curitiba Center, identified. Azul 4855, contact Curitiba Center 126.1. Contact Curitiba Center 126.1, Azul 4855. TAM 3311, report ready for descent.
Ready for descent, TAM 3311.
TAM 3311, descent to flight level 170.
Descent to flight level 170, TAM 3311.
Azul X-Ray X-Ray. Clearate Vitri Alpha Rival, Runway 11. Clearate Vitri Alpha Rival, Runway 11. Azul X-Ray X-Ray. TAM 3311, descend flight level 140.
Descend flight level 140, TAM 3311.
TAM 3311, descend to 6,000 feet, KNH 1023.
Descend to 6,000 feet, KNH 1023, TAM 3311.
Azul X-Ray X-Ray, report ready for descent. Ready for descent. Azul X-Ray X-Ray. Azul X-Ray X-Ray, descend via start to 40,000 feet, KNH 1023. Descend start to 40,000 feet, KNH 1023. Azul X-Ray X-Ray. TAM 3311, descend via start to 6,000 feet, KNH 1023.
Descend via start to 6,000 feet, KNH 1023, TAM 3311.
TAN 3311, contact Curitiba Center 126.1, bye bye.
Contact Curitiba Center 126.1 TAN 3311.
LAN Colombia 2423, contact Curitiba Center 126.1.
Center 126.1, LAN Colombia 2423.
Pavlos Romeo Leema, Cleared Dadmo 1 Alpha Rival, Runway 14. Cleared Dadmo 1 Alpha Arrival, Runway 14, Pavlos Romeo Lima. Curitiba Center, Go 7670, Flight Level 360. Go 7670, Curitiba Center, identified. Pavlos Romeo Leema, contact Florianópolis, approach 129 decimal 45. Contact Florianópolis, approach 129 decimal 45, Pavlos Romeo Lima. Startbird 720, descend via Start 6400 feet, QNH1020.
Descend via Start 6400 feet, QNH 1020, SmartBird 720.
Starbid 720. Contact Brasília Center 126.15. Have a good day.
Contact Brasilia Center 126.15, Smartbird 720.
Starbid 720. Descend via Starto 6400 feet. QNH1020. Descend via Starto 6004. Azul X-Ray. Contacte Porto Alegre, approach 129.6. Contacte Porto Alegre, approach 129.6. Azul X-Ray. Go 1277. Contacte Curitiba Center 126.1. Center on 126.1. Go 1277.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I had a good breakfast. Doing 432 knots. How far are we? A little under halfway. Fantastic. Well, let me check chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if there's anything new. Chat, anything? Nope. Okay. Alrighty. Check out the, where's the flight? I want to see something. There's something pretty weird going on. Okay. Doesn't make sense though. I mean, that all makes sense. There's nothing wrong over there, but I don't understand. Oh, the ground spoilers are on. Don't want that. What's going on over here? Should be ILS Yankee. 1-1. Or Zulu. Where the star was, it was Pago 7 uniform. That probably is what happened. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna... Maybe we take the VS out. Yeah, let's do that. Curious, there's something kind of wrong here. The problem is they don't give the approach here. That doesn't make sense to me. ILS Zulu 1-1. Try that. See if that does anything. Okay. But that doesn't make sense. How? Is that the star we're using? Pago 7 uniform? Huh. Wow. Maybe we'll try ILS Yankee. Oh, it could be the discontinuity too. That probably could be what's going on. I don't understand though. You see this, ladies and gentlemen? That I don't understand. Maybe a different star coming in? Using a different star? I'm not sure. Maybe we need an RNAV today. I tried the RNAV for 11. Yeah, let's try that. That's quite bizarre. I don't know what's going on here. This whole flight. All this doesn't make sense to me, ladies and gentlemen.
Azul 299 time left, heading to 75, vector
11. Let me see if it's still runway 11.
Time left, heading to 75, Azul 299.
We'll get down. It's just. Something doesn't make sense. It's me. Yeah, there's a 777 coming in. What approach are they using? I would like to see the star that a real world flight is doing right now. Let's see this. Okay, so they're using Hagon 7 uniform for their star. Yeah, I mean, that's the one I'm using, too. I don't get that. That's something I don't understand. How Romeo 11 is not optimizing. ILS. Let's see the LLC approach. I want no VS today. I want to see what happens. It doesn't give an ILS either. That's the weird thing. What happens if I get rid of... I wonder what the heading is coming into the runway. I'll have to... Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, this ain't good at all. We need the ILS for this approach. If not, we're gonna have to fly this in manually. Oh boy, this is interesting. I gotta think about this, ladies and gentlemen. This is really weird.
Curitiba Center, Tão 136, flight level 1 in Air.
Because 1 is on final right now, 777's on final.
51, Clareda Nise 1 Alpha Rival com vai 35 left. Clareda Nise
I don't know what to say.
Com vai 35 left, Tan 3151. Tão 136, Curitiba Center, identified plane flight level 320.
Trying to... Oh, let's say, close on my screen. Hold on a second. Hey, Pilot Pete, what was your landing score yesterday? Are you going to beat it today? How are you, blind listener? How is your weekend going? It was 240. It's because I haven't flown the 777 in a little while. It was not fantastic. Yeah, I'm just annoyed that it wasn't fantastic. So I'm just trying to figure this out, then. Get rid of this waypoint. EC39. No, 89. That does not make sense then. I don't know what this waypoint is. We got that. RSOT is the way. That's so bizarre. Why no ILS coming in? It should be aligning. I don't get that. Let me look at some other flights coming in. Having an issue with our approach coming in. So this is really bizarre. I'm looking at a flight from JFK to Buenos Aires, and it's using currently the Hagon 7 uniform star tonight or today. So I don't get that though. Maybe. Hold on. Okay. Hagon. I legitimately don't understand what happened. Alright, we're gonna do some more configuring, ladies and gentlemen. We might try a different star coming in, so... Perhaps. Okay. ILS... Zulu... The star, we're gonna try something different. Okay, that's definitely not a good one.
Report head for descent. Head for descent.
No.
3151.
No.
3151. Descent to flight level 170.
That's the one I'm using.
Descent to flight level
Copy 7 Alpha.
3151.
There's no transition either, which is kind of strange. Wow. I've never seen this before, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I've never seen this in my life. This is the most bizarre. Wow. I guess we'll try that one, see what that does. Yeah. I'm curious. Delete. Okay. I'm gonna do some work here. So give me a few minutes, chat. I've got to figure something out. So... I see then. There's something that's blocking it. 1-1, ILS Zulu 1-1. RSOT. Yeah, coming via art. Like, the star doesn't even look bad either. So it looks the most direct to me. I don't understand how that's possible. Okay. So my question I'm trying to figure out is what's blocking it from establishing approach. Okay. PC. Let me look at this. I wonder if it's a waypoint well above. Hold on. Okay. Currently at USOD. Okay. How far are we? That does not make sense then. Chat, I will be with you in a minute. I gotta figure something out. This is kind of driving me crazy. What the heck is going on? I've got to figure out how we fly in now. Okay, so let me zoom in. Alright. PC-89 then. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so we're at Trini, RSOT. Okay, this right here we need to delete. Delete that. Oh wait, that's the top descent. Decel. What? Return. Okay, we're at PC-901.
Argentina 1780.
That could be what's going on. PC-65. PC-39. I wonder, ladies and gentlemen, if it's... Oh, I see the problem. That's what's going on. Okay. But now I got rid of the go-around information, so I could use that again. So let me go ahead. I got it now. So let me go ahead and do that. Runway 11. Approach. Zulu 11. Via RSOT. Star. Pago 7 uniform. Pago 7 uniform. No transition, which is weird. Alright, let's redo this. That's really weird. I should have been looking at this. I need to make sure all these waypoints are correct. Okay. Isn't there a discontinuity? But there isn't. That's the other issue. Try and get rid of the discontinuity. Wonder if that will... Okay. Yeah, we might need to get rid of a few waypoints, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, I don't, as much as I don't want to do that, I think it's the best we've got, so... Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, there's a discontinuity. That's what I don't get either. Hold on. Oh, jeez. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, RSOT. That's what I don't get. PC89. Huh, okay. I'm gonna get rid of the manual discontinuity. I think that could be... Okay, it's a lot better. Let me try the... See, it's still doing that. Okay. We're closer to figuring this issue out. Alright, we're closer to runway 11. That does not make sense to me. Get rid of that waypoint. Yeah, this looks a ton better. But the problem is now... Yep, there you go. That's it. Let's zoom in. I want to double verify that that's... I don't get that. I don't understand why that didn't work. Okay, so yeah, RSOT. Yeah, and then what's the... My next question is, what is the flight level coming into Buenos? Elevation 61 feet. Let me see how far this 777 came in. Oh, okay. How far is the approach? If it's long, then that makes sense. RSOT, though. Huh. Let me look at the charts. I'm sorry if I'm not paying attention to chat right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to pay attention in a moment. The thing is, I'm trying to figure out an issue going on coming in for final, because it's critical. I think something's not right, and I've got to figure it out before we reach that point. So, SAEZ for Buenos. Okay, so we got it. Approach. Runway. Instrument approach chart. Fantastic. So that's my question, then. RSOT. I'll show you all this. Okay, hold on. It does not make sense. Okay, so RSOT, you want to be at flight level 050, and it is. Okay. Max 210 knots. Okay, so we want to change RSOT to 210. I felt that there was something wrong with flight level 50 coming in. So I might be wrong. I might be right on this. I'm gonna trust the charts on this. So it just had one mini thing wrong. So that's all. I don't get that though. Is it a long approach coming in? Because okay. Let's see. Anything else coming in? Any minimums in this airport? Okay. SAP 26, 1,000 feet. Yeah, you want to be at flight level 50, max 210 knots. So, it is correct. I think what we'll do is, once we get to Pagon, we're going to take it direct from Pagon to RSOT. Make it a bit simpler. So, yeah, I'm a bit skeptical about that, but I'm going to trust the charts. And if the charts are wrong, well, we're gonna have to go around and redo this. So that's how I'm going to approach this, ladies and gentlemen. That's a bit concerning, but okay. Did they say anything else? It might be a long approach too, so I don't know. Well, okay. All right, chat. How's everyone doing? How is your weekend, blind listener? If you're still there. Yeah, I was very confused on those charts coming in. Very confused on the approach as well, so that really put me into a state of what? So I love flying, but sometimes there are confusions of flying. Flying sometimes confuses me, but sometimes it doesn't. Like that. It wasn't terrible. I'm just fine right now. Currently I have 14% fuel, we'll be fine. We've got currently 1 hour and 2 minutes left until we arrive. Yeah, that star coming in was really interesting. I needed to fix that right away, so that it doesn't cause a significant issue coming in to arrival. That was really weird. Anyway, yeah, chat. Missed watching my favorite YouTuber. Was there anything outstanding I missed? Well, I landed in Newark the other night ago, and I received a, what was it, 206, 210 FPM, something like that. I did catch Fort Lauderdale Airport. I did purchase it, so I'm going to be doing that on Wednesday. I'm thinking Buffalo. So I'm really excited to fly out of MK Studios, Fort Lauderdale. And in fact, I reached out to MK Studios, asked them, hey, you all mind? I'm told them I'm going to stream this airport. And they told me that they'd be happy to post it on their story. So I was like, really? That's fantastic. I appreciate this. So I asked them, are you all okay with me, what's it called? Are you all okay with me, giving a review on it, or do you want me to not do that? Or you just want me to, or you just want me to take a look at the airport, not give my review? Because I do have thoughts on it. I think it's a very good airport. It's not perfect, but it definitely has quite a bit of detail that the previous Fort Lauderdale and Default has. It's much better than Default. My goodness. I do think that interior modeling's very good. Some things that could be improved on. I've seen some other developers too, so that's why I'm kind of being like that. I wouldn't say it's a very no. It's a good airport. I'd probably give it an 8.5 in that range. Like, Xcoder Denver is one of the best I've seen. It's insanely good. What? Oh yeah, you missed some very interesting VATSIM action last Saturday. I had to reject the takeoff out of Stuttgart and then wait in line again. It was a large line. My goodness. It was insane. It was insane coming in. Oh, there's VATSIM coming in. Should I tune into VATSIM coming in? Like, part of me wants to do VATSIM today. The other part of me is like, with your flight plan issues going on right now, should you? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Part of me is saying I shouldn't do it today because of the current issues with the flight plan and then reinserting it and stuff. I'll think about it. It's only tower run, and how crowded is Buenos? No one there. So I'm guessing tower will get off in the next little while. So I don't know. It's just I don't know. It feels interesting. I did also. I am thinking, ladies and gentlemen. Let me look at. Oh yeah, let me look at my YouTube poll that I did. So we had 2 votes for Buffalo, 1 for LaGuardia, 1 for Pittsburgh, 1 for Pittsburgh, and 1 for San Jose. So let me look. No one voted. Okay. Okay. So it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do Fort Lauderdale to Buffalo. Wednesday. We're gonna take a look at MK Studios' Fort Lauderdale. You all have chosen Buffalo, so we're gonna do it. I'm really excited for it. And I think the flight, if I'm correct, is about... hang on. Lauderdale, Buffalo. JetBlue 866 is the call sign, and it's about 2.5 hours. So if we start at 6 on Wednesday night, that should be a good thing. So that probably will work out in our favor. I'd love to depart out of MK Studios to Fort Lauderdale to showcase the scenery. Or maybe we start at 5:45 so that we can give ourselves 15 minutes to showcase the scenery. That might work. Yeah, I've never landed in Buffalo before. I'm really... What is the countdown to the expo? How many days? June 12th is when it is. So it's about 18 days, if I had to guess. So I'm starting to get ready for it. So I've signed up for some events. I'm going to be doing a Say Intentions class, and it's another AI ATC program, and I'm going to see how they function, the program. So I'm really interested to see how Say Intentions works compared to Beyond and compared to VATSIM. I've signed up for some of the floor tours in the convention. I have indeed. Let me think of some other things I've signed up for. What did I sign up for? Flight sim class setting up Say Intentions AI. Okay. Next, I signed up for. Hold on. What is this that I signed up for? Exhibit hall sign. This might be the tour that they're doing. Oh, aviation career mentoring. Yeah, I wanted to sign up for that. That is something I'm going to do. I think the thing I'm going to really focus on when I get there is landing. That, I think, is the struggle I have. So, hold on. What is this? Show floor. FS Expo show floor tour. From 9:30 to 10:45. We'll do that. I'm really excited for that. I think that's going to be something interesting. I'm planning to sign up for a dinner at the expo where everyone else is going, and maybe they're doing a shop. They're selling drinks and stuff. I'm personally not going to do the drinks or anything, but I will probably go to the... I'm thinking about going to the drink... Or no, not the drink. Sorry. I said that wrong. I am thinking about going to that. Let me go on FS Expo's website. FS Expo. Let me look. I also think today I'm going to upload my review on the... Or today or tomorrow I'm going to upload my review on the Thrustmaster. All right, so let me see what Tour's experience exhibit hall. Hold on. They're doing X-Plane developer courses, but this is more X-Plane. I'm not sure if they're all free. I could register. It's just I don't know if it were for flight sim, then that could probably influence me to say yes, I'm gonna do that. Flight training experience, maybe I'll look into that. I'm gonna do the aviation career mentoring. That's something. But I'm gonna tell them the aviation career mentoring. I'm gonna ask them mainly. I'm going to focus if it's an individual mentoring program. I'm going to talk to them about my issues landing, and I'm going to show them some footage I've had. Aviation mentoring sounds more like people who want to become a pilot. Oh, okay. But, I mean, it's... Oh. I mean, I might give it a try. Huh. Maybe I misread it. I'm not sure. Did I? Let me look. Guidance to aspiring professionals, as well as providing the resources needed to succeed in the industry. Developed by real-world airline pilots, these small group sessions will focus on helping student pilots, high school students, and prospective airline employees learn more about fulfilling their dream and becoming an airline pilot. Ah, okay. Well, it still wouldn't hurt to go. I think it'd be fun. I mean, like a mentoring program. That might be nice. Because if they do sim pilots as well, that might be something worth exploring. Yeah. Let me continue looking at some of the... They're doing a 8 to 10:30 MSP airside tour. Huh. Friday they're doing 8:30 to noon. Huh, look at that. Let me look at some of the other things that they're doing. They're doing the 5K run, which is kind of interesting. FSA captains, I don't qualify for that. I will try and do the attendee dinner. That's going to be something. Free drinks and horsivores at DG Pilot and Aviation themed travel lifestyle store. I might go and look at that, to be honest. I think that'd be really nice. They're doing a trip to the Mall of America, walking brewery tour. I'm not going to do the brewery tour. Definitely not. So... it definitely is worth the experience of going to some of these. Not the, yeah. But I'm definitely interested in some of these. Really make me intrigued. Alright, Buenos, what's going on? So we're going 443 knots. I'm really interested to see how this all works. But yeah, I'm thinking on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do JetBlue. Or no, Wednesday. JetBlue, probably start around 5:45. Because we're gonna depart around 7. I want to try and be on the ground around 9:30 in Buffalo time. I want to try. Hey, we can get out there early? Fantastic. That's better. Because I got stuff going on, too. So I'm just thinking. I'm not saying that it will definitely be. But I definitely want to try. But I will definitely say that there are some more Fort Lauderdale flights I am planning, too. Like, Montego Bay is definitely one I want to look at. Number 1. Number 2, I want to look at San Jose, which I've never flown out of San Jose before. I'm going to list some of the real-world flights they do, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll let you all know. I'll list some of them. If you all have any intriguing one, just let me know. Or one that you find intriguing. So, let me go to FLL. This is MK Studios, it's Fort Lauderdale. Alright, let me start here. Okay, they do... Okay, let me start from the bottom. Okay. Cancun. Monaco Bay. Islip. Nassau. Well, Islip's not great. Nassau's not great either in my view. San Juan, I wish they had a better payware. Let me keep going. Norfolk ORF, that's really interesting, in fact. I don't know. Alright, Atlanta. Definitely Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, Atlanta, because Atlanta's coming out with Orbix Atlanta possibly this week. They're in beta testing right now. I wouldn't mind doing MK Studios Fort Lauderdale to Orbix Atlanta with VATSIM. That would be nice. Okay, Washington DCA, that's a good one. Even though I've done DCA many times. Kingston. I don't know if Kingston any good? I'm really interested to see what Kingston. KIM. MKJP. Okay. It's... It's alright. Even though it looks default to me. It's okay. Anyway. I'm gonna carry on from Kingston. Okay. Dang it, where is it? Where is Celebrity Air? Okay, here we go. Let's keep looking. They do Bogota, even though it's not the great. They do Air Canada Rogue, Washington Dulles. A321. That does not make sense to me. Air Canada Rogue. That what? Okay. I'm not gonna focus on the Max since I've retired it until the new update. Any A320. Syracuse. I don't know how good Syracuse is, but that's interesting. New York JFK, definitely a possibility. I'm sure they've done it in the A320 before the A220, so it might be an old time we could try and find. They do Cancun, like Punta Cana would be a good scenery. I like that one. Nassau, Charleston. I've done Charleston once off camera. Santo Domingo might be a good one. White Plains, HPN. Let me look that up. Oh, goodness. They don't do... Okay. Westchester. They don't have a good airport. Okay. Sadly. Boston. They don't have a good Boston scenery. They have an okay payware. It's just not fantastic. If Vertical Sim developed it, then I would say yes. New York LaGuardia. Absolutely. That's a good one. New York JFK. Like we said, they do an A320. There you go. So I'll definitely look into that one. It's on my favorite IAE engine. Orlando MCO. Too short. 40 minutes. Unless, ladies and gentlemen, well... I've done Orlando quite a few times, too. Windsor Locks, 2 hours and 46. They don't have a great scenery on freeware, but it would be interesting to see. 2 hours and 46. Wow. Huh. I'm looking at Fort Lauderdale. Knoxville, they could possibly do Knoxville. Even though Knoxville doesn't really have a star coming in, from what I've seen. Maybe it could be that I selected a bad flight plan that day. New Orleans has an okay freeware. It's not fantastic though. It's meh. Dallas Fort Worth. There you go. There's a JetBlue flight. San Juan. If San Juan was better in default, then I would say perhaps. Pittsburgh, they definitely do. That one's a really intriguing one. It's actually on my list. Philadelphia, no. Oh, yay. I'd like to do some Philadelphia flights. Washington, D.C., we said. Providence. Any worth it. They did Providence last year. Huh. But I'm really intrigued about doing some of these Fort Lauderdale flights. They do Raleigh-Durham. They do Tampa. 37 minutes. That's 37 minutes to Tampa. Wow. Richmond, they do. That's a good one. Asheville. I'm not sure how good Asheville is. It wasn't the greatest from what I saw, but it looked alright. Campinas in South America. 8 hours. Los Angeles A321. If they do an FS Labs, we might be able to do a coast-to-coast flight to Fort Lauderdale from LAX. San Francisco. If they do an A320, then I'd be down to do that. Alrighty. So, they do quite a few... The Detroit A321, that's an interesting one, too. They do some Southwest stops, too, so I'm actually intrigued to see what they do for the iFly. Okay. So, you've got Southwest. Let's see. Frontier Atlanta A321neo could be an FS Labs flight, but would personally rather do the JetBlue Phoenix. LAX A321neo, there you go. Atlanta A320neo, I'd have to fly the IniBuilds A320, even though it's not a popular aircraft. Raleigh-Durham, Boeing MAX 8, there you go, Southwest. Toronto Flair Airlines. 2 hours and 47 minutes, eh? I just wish Toronto was better. New York JFK, they do a 737-900. Newark, they do a MAX 9, so that's pretty good. New York, LaGuardia, they do an A321. Pittsburgh, 737-700. Indianapolis, 737-800, okay. WestJet MAX 8, alright, great. From Toronto. I wonder, ladies and gentlemen, this would be intriguing to see. They do a MAX 8 from Toronto, and they do an A321 from Montreal. That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind checking out Montreal. They do a 737-800 from Midway. Golly, flying out Midway is going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Huh. I'm just thinking about some ideas that they're showing. Washington Dulles. I don't believe my eyes when I see that. How are they doing an Air Canada from Dulles to Fort Lauderdale with a Air Canada? That does not make sense to me. Nashville 737-700. Raleigh-Durham A319. Interesting. San Juan, no. Okay, keep going. Philadelphia Trenton, they do a Boeing 737 MAX 8 with Allegiant. I've never done Allegiant in the MAX. Chicago, is it Redford or something like that? I'm not sure. Atlanta A321. Huh, New Orleans MAX 8, that's a good one. Kansas City, Boeing Max 8. Kansas City freeware is okay. It's not fantastic. San Juan Max 8. They do Panama City, Copa Airlines. Baltimore 737 Max 8. There you go. They do many. Columbus. Boeing 737 Max 8. Yeah. Let's do Columbus one of these days. That'd be a nice one. I really liked flying into Columbus. I actually did fine. Columbus. There you go. Cartagena. I don't know where that is. It's probably in the... I don't know where it is. Memphis, they do a 767-300. So when the 767 flights come out, I am going to be doing quite a few cargo ops. That's going to be fun. I'll definitely be flying with the Thrustmaster quite a bit more. Atlanta A321. Okay. Yeah, I'm going all over the place, ladies and gentlemen, here. Max 9 out of Newark. So, Orlando... Oh, wait, they're doing a Max 8 out of Orlando. Huh. That's bizarre. Montreal, they're doing a Max 8! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! I'm definitely going to put that on my list of flights. How long is it? Is my question. Montreal Max 8. Atlanta A321. Newark, they do a JetBlue A320. That'd be a nice one, too. I'm going to put a list together of flights I want to do. Dallas. Max 8. Not Dallas-Fort Worth. Regular Dallas. Minneapolis, they do A321. Alright. So, they've got some okay flights. Not bad. I'm actually kind of satisfied with the list of Fort Lauderdale flights coming in. So I'm really... Folks, I'm kind of satisfied with FLL. So anyway... Alright, we are 36 minutes from descending, or probably around 20 minutes from descending, so...
Contact Montevideo Center 126.3, Ethiopian 506 Heavy. Montevideo Center, Ethiopian 506 Heavy, flight level 400.
Ethiopian 506 Heavy, Montevideo Center, identified.
Alright. So that's kind of what Fort Lauderdale is about. I did also get Omaha, so it'd be interesting. Let me look at Omaha flights, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they do. I'm definitely going to be doing some max ops into Omaha. So, expect that to happen. I'm really intrigued about Omaha. There's Kansas City. Here's Omaha, Epley. I did purchase Omaha, so I'm really excited for that. I've not checked out the flights that Omaha does. I know Omaha does DCA. Okay, so let's start checking. Houston, they do an A320. Not great scenery at all. Chicago O'Hare, they might do a Max 8. They do a 737-900, so I could technically do a Max flight with that one. It's an hour and 4. Denver A320. Oh, yes. An hour and 7 minutes? That might be a nice layover flight to do one day. So I wouldn't mind doing that. Hold on, let me just make sure weather is all good. Live and live. Okay. They do Atlanta A319. That's good. Chicago O'Hare American Airlines. Seattle, they do a 737-900. Might be able to fit a Max flight into that one. San Francisco A320. That's pretty good. Charlotte, no. Dallas-Fort Worth, if they do a Max, maybe. Orlando SFB, not the greatest airport that I've seen, but it's definitely not bad. Chicago Midway. Okay. Chicago O'Hare, we already described. Southwest 737 out of Denver. I don't know. Should we do the Phoenix or should we do the Max when this comes out? So Minneapolis. Okay, that's a CRJ. Never mind. Orlando MCO. I can't wait for Vertical Sim MCO to come out, ladies and gentlemen. So here's the plan for this week, ladies and gentlemen. I plan to do MK Studios Fort Lauderdale this coming Wednesday. I will start developing some flights, but on the other hand, if Atlanta comes out, I will be doing Atlanta Saturday and Sunday. So expect possibly Atlanta Saturday and Sunday. I know I'm going to be flying quite a bit of Atlanta in the next few weeks, but Atlanta scenery is worth it, and it's going to be VATSIM heavy, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be realistic. So I'm really going to have to test my patience. Okay, so O'Hare, we described. New York LaGuardia, they did a 737-700. Okay, keep going. They do a 767 with Louisville. That's interesting. Okay. Phoenix, Arizona, not regular Phoenix Airport, Sky Harbor. Dallas Fort Worth A320. Okay, that's a good one. And they do an IAE engine in that, so fantastic. I love the Phoenix. I just wish St. Louis was good. Alright, 30 minutes coming in. Is the tower still on in, whatchamacallit? Yeah, they are. It's only tower, so... Might be able to get on the VATSIM. Yeah, I might log on to VATSIM in a few minutes. Might. How many hours do I have on VATSIM? Well, I'm really excited, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, I don't know where to find them. I have a Las Vegas or Pittsburgh. Would they do a Vegas flight? I would love to do Vegas one day. Hold on, let me see. I wouldn't be surprised if Las Vegas does Fort Lauderdale. But yeah, I definitely want to. Yeah, they do JetBlue. Let me see. They do an A321. Let's check the... Well, have they done the A320 before? Let me look at flight connections. I might say yes to this one, ladies and gentlemen. I might say yes to Vegas. Let me see. LAS for Vegas. FLL for Fort Lauderdale. Oh, man. I don't know. So, let me look at the next month. Here we go. They do a 321, but if you all want me to operate the 320, I could, yes. Huh, oh. So I'll consider that flight. 4 hours. I'd love to do Pittsburgh, by the way. Pittsburgh was one of my favorites out of the options. I'd definitely consider Pittsburgh. You know, if they... Okay, I'll tell you what. Even though they don't do the 321, or the 320, I'll operate it in the Neo. I'll operate in the Neo. In the FS Labs. So, might be... It's just the FS Labs flaring is just so... Like, you have to be super gentle with it. It's insane. Like, I could easily flare it. It's just such a light aircraft to flare. So... Part of me is telling me we should do the Phoenix. In fact, let me look at it and see if it did. To Las Vegas. JetBlue. Let me look. Yeah, let me go to YouTube and see if they've done it. Las Vegas to Fort Lauderdale flight. Let's look. Oh, they used to do Spirit. Oh, yay. Well, if you all want me to do Spirit, I really don't care. I don't like the airline, but I can prove to everyone that I can do a better job than some of the Spirit services, so... If you all want me to, I can. Just let me know. Let me look. Did they previously do? Yeah, let me look at Spirit. Let me look at Spirit. Hold on. Yeah, that might be an honorary flight. Alright, fine. We'll operate Spirit for that one if we do Vegas. Do you all want to see Spirit, or would you rather see JetBlue? Because for me, I'd rather do JetBlue, because JetBlue is a better airline, and I love Vegas. And I want to do JetBlue. Part of me is telling me JetBlue. So, if they're operating the A321, it shouldn't be a big deal if we operate the 320 in the flight. Unfortunately, they've never done it before in the 320, which disappoints me, but it should do. It should do. It's close enough to the Phoenix. Alright, so... everything's running smoothly, so I'm really glad. We could begin in a minute operating the checklists. Alright, nice. We're operating the QNH and information. I definitely would love to do Pittsburgh, and in fact, Pittsburgh Freeware has a good interior too. I like JetBlue. Yeah, me too. And it's been recommended to me that I don't fly Spirit anymore because for realism and Spirit as an airline, should I really? I don't know. What do y'all think? You like JetBlue? Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking the 320 will. Okay. They do a 321 in the real world. I wonder if they're gonna do. I'm gonna look at the JetBlue ops. I just wonder if they've done it before. Huh. Let me see if they look on flight aware. I'm not gonna give up on this. Oh, they do. Wait. Hold on. Let me see something. Las Vegas to Fort Lauderdale, they do it. Yes. All right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. JetBlue 608. They're doing. All right. Harry Reid Terminal. Oh wow. They do the in the A320. That's wow. A320 twin jet. Let me look at photos of it. Oh yeah, that's definitely it. I don't know the livery, but wow, that's incredible. They do the A320, ladies and gentlemen. I'm 14 hours and 57 minutes from now. So they do JetBlue 608 for the registration code. Or the identification. Wow. That's awesome. I really like JetBlue. I've done it before, and I really think it's a good airline. The good news is that I'm flying at United, and I'm flying in an A320, most likely in a month. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and begin finding information on our QNH today. So let's go ahead, grab that info. Let's go to Windy. Oh yes, Vegas and Pittsburgh definitely have possibilities. Oh yes, I just hope the Pittsburgh scenery works. That's one of my... Okay. SAEZ. Alright, let's see, so according to Windy, we've got QNH 1023, so we'll go ahead and change that. Oh, wow, it is the same. Isn't that coincidental? 1023, huh. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that in our perf page. Okay, QNH 1023. We need the right pressure. Okay, barometric. It's going to. We don't know the barometric pressure. The oat temperature today. So, I don't know what. Airplane, respond to me. What's going on here? Oh wait, maybe. That might be it. Okay. Sorry for freaking out. Temperature 13 degrees.
Ethiopian 506 Heavy, cleared Pavon 7 uniform arrival, Rambo 11.
Cleared Pago 7 uniform arrival, Roman 11, Ethiopian 506 Heavy. Alright, fantastic. Wind magnitude today is going to be 060 at 9 knots. Stroke. 9 knots. Nice. Fantastic. So we've got everything ready to go. Kind of surprises me that the QNH is 1023. And then I've got 1023 on this one. That's really cool. 1023. 1023. 1023. Fantastic. Alright. Nice! Alrighty! We're going 463 as well. That's a good speed for now. Oh, that made me proud when I saw the A320. Let's go! Vegas, here we come! So when is... Okay, Sunday at 11:50 p.m., Las Vegas. Oh, Vegas to Fort Lauderdale. Huh, okay. Let me see something. Y'all want me to do Vegas to Fort Lauderdale or Fort Lauderdale to Vegas? What y'all want me to do? One of these times. Vegas to Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, that's interesting. And what's the call sign? It's 608, okay.
Ethiopian 506 Heavy. Report ready for descent.
Not quite ready yet. Report ready for descent, Ethiopian 508. Heavy.
Ethiopian 506 Heavy. Descent to flight level 050.
Wow.
Descend to flight level 050.
Already?
Ethiopian 506 Heavy.
Wow. Hmm. Well, let me see something. Let me see if this tower's still on. Because if they are, I might... Yeah, tower's on. So, well... So, here's what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to take it direct from one waypoint to another, but I don't think tower would be able to direct me, unless if they could. Alright, we're about to get to our waypoint for descent. I'm going to turn off Beyond for now. Yeah, that instantly boosted my performance. There you go. Alright. Yeah, my memory is doing pretty good. I like flying into Vegas because of the scenery, but if you want to practice landing in Fort Lauderdale, that's good too. Okay, so you want me to do FLL to Vegas. Okay, let me try and see if they do anything. Okay, they do 321. Let's check it out. Okay. I think all I'm gonna find are A321s. But they did say they were doing an A320, so... So they're doing one tomorrow, okay. On call sign 608. Okay, unfortunately they don't do an A320 into, whatchamacallit, Lauderdale, or from Lauderdale to Vegas, but we could probably do it, operate it in the FS Labs if we wanted to. But it still should be fine, I'm not worried. Good sceneries too, so I'm actually really interested in that. Whichever y'all you want to do, let me know. But it sounds like I gotta think about which one I do after off camera. So, all right, cruise 2 nautical miles into our descent, ladies and gentlemen. 1 nautical mile right now, and then give it a second. Give it a second. Go. All right, we're descending, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. I've got to be ready for this landing, ladies and gentlemen, so I hope this goes well. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. I just have to concentrate on the flare and stuff. So, pretty sure. Gotta figure something out, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta find the pole that I had. And I see. I don't know. I forgot which ones received the votes. But we'll check it out. Check it out. Alright, we are descending, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm glad. Alrighty. Let me check something. If we take a direct from Pagon to Arsot, it might take us in a little bit more specifically into the approach. So I might do that. Now I've got a pre-file on VATSIM when I get back. I'm gonna go use the restroom in a second, ladies and gentlemen. Huh, wow. Look at the cloud coverage. Alright, we're already flight level 300. That'd be interesting to try Fort Lauderdale. Or Fort Lauderdale to Vegas. I wouldn't mind doing that, in fact. Flight level 280. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will be right back in a few minutes. Once I'm back, we're going to get ready for the approach phase of this flight. And in fact, yeah, I'll be... Actually, yeah. Let me give myself another minute. Until we reach, Pagon. There is Buenos Tower on, so I might pop on a VATSIM for that. Alright, so we've got... Transition flight is 030, okay. I'm gonna take it direct to ARSAT. Momentarily. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go take the direct. Take it direct to ARSAT. Alrighty, fantastic. So I'll be right back in the next minute or two, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll be back and ready for this approach. Okay, I'm back. Fantastic. Let's log on to VATSIM. All right, fantastic. Alrighty, connected to VATSIM, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, so we are about to reach flight level 10,000 feet. Fantastic. We've got this. Do you think we're going to be too high for this, ladies and gentlemen? No, we don't need that on. Something tells me we're not going to make it on time to this waypoint. Alright, music, let's turn off. Let's get ready for the approach, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. We might make it on time, in fact. Alright, let's get the frequency ready. Tower is 118.6. Okay. Fantastic. Alrighty. Got that on standby. Get our glide slope ready. Get our speed brakes armed. Get our auto brake activated. Critical things. We're gonna be fine. So who's excited for me to land today? Okay, I'm getting called by tower. 118.6.
Papa Sierra Papa Lima Oscar would be at least 5-minute delay. Are you sure?
No problem. Papa Sierra Papa Lima Oscar.
Roger, Papa Sierra Papa Lima Oscar, taxi to holding point Echo, runway 11, hold short of runway.
Echo Point Echo, Papa Sierra Papa Lima Oscar.
Slowing our aircraft down really fast right now. We're also getting back on final. We're getting back on glide slope. We can see that. All right. So it's time. Get our camera ready to go. Approach. Fantastic. Jeez. LTEX.
Papa Sierra Papa Lima Oscar, hold point way. Well,
Flight recorder.
Papa Sierra Papa Lima Oscar, Roger, wind 050 degrees, 6 knots, clear for takeoff runway 11.
Let me just...
Cleared for takeoff, way 11.
Papa Lima Oscar, sorry, I sent you a message by accident.
All right, start getting ready for final, ladies and gentlemen. Ethiopian 506 on final for runway 11.
Ethiopian 506, SAEZ Tower, cleared ILS Yankee approach, runway 11, report 5 miles on final.
Cleared ILS Yankee approach. I'm actually have a Zulu on my approach right now. Are you fine with me taking Zulu, or do you want me to take Yankee?
No problem, you can continue with Zulu, but keep in mind Yankee is the standard. Zulu is used in low visibility, but no problem.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much for letting me know. Do you want me to try Zulu, or you just want me to proceed with, or sorry, you want me to try Yankee, or you want me to proceed Zulu?
Proceed with Zulu and report 5 miles on final.
Report 5 miles on final and proceed Zulu, Ethiopian 506. Thank you so much. Wow, he's really telling me this now? Huh. All right.
Papa Sierra Papa Lima Oscar, airborne minute 19er, contact Unicom 122.8, goodbye.
Unicom 122.80, bye bye. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Alrighty, fantastic. Wow, look at the clouds. That's insane. Start getting the yoke closer to me. Okay, QNH. Ethiopian 506 should be around 5 miles out on final.
Ethiopian 506, wind 050 degrees, 6 knots, clear to land runway 11.
Clear to land runway 11, Ethiopian 506. Thank you so much.
2,500.
Gear coming down. Let's do this. Wow, the cloud coverage is insane. Wow. I got live. I want to make sure that's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this.
2,000.
2000. Fantastic. Okay, 1500. Full flaps. Not in sight of the runway yet. Wow. All right, sound's coming up, ladies and gentlemen. I need to be inside of the runway first before I could say, let's do it. Wait, I think I see it. Give it a second. I need to let it populate up. Now. See it. Fantastic. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Wish me luck.
Right slow.
400.
Right slow. Right slow. Right
300.
slow. Right slow. Right slow.
200.
There you go.
100. 90. 80. 70. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Ooh, smooth. Smooth. Okay.
Auto brake off.
Fantastic. Welcome to Buenos, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and continue vacating. Is that a taxiway? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Ethiopian 506 on the ground -35. Do you have any gate assigned?
Ethiopian 506, not currently. If you can taxi me to if you can assign me a gate.
Roger, Ethiopian 506, taxi to gate 1111 via Delta.
Taxi via Delta Gate 11, Ethiopian 506. What was my landing rate today, ladies and gentlemen? It felt utterly soft. It was insane. What was it today? What was it? Ooh, 46! Oh! Oh my god! That was my best A350 landing I've ever had! Okay! And that's weird, because in the real world, that is a taxi
Ladies and
lane.
gentlemen, welcome to our destination. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been turned off. We remind you to check around your seat for any personal belongings before you leave the aircraft. On behalf of the crew, thank you for flying with us today, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon.
And I forgot to record it. Goodness gracious. I had it on, but then I forgot to record. Golly. So 1-1 it was. Okay. Alright, strobes. Landing lights. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're heading too fast. Heading too fast. This one is 1-1. I mean, what a butter that was. I mean, golly, what a experience that was. It was insanely smooth. Alright, here we go. Taxi lights off. APUs. Fantastic. Dude, what a flight that was. My goodness, that flare was insane. Like right in between the fourth and... Oh my god, I might give that a 9.5. That was insane. Oh, what a butter that was. I'm so good at the A350, ladies and gentlemen. That was unreal. All right, let's see how I did with the parking. Yeah, we gotta come up a bit further. Oh my god, what? Keep going a little bit. Keep going. Keep going. And nice. Okay, stop there. Parking brake on. Is that correct? Yes. APUs on. Fantastic. Engines off. Seatbelts off. Oh my goodness. What a butter that was today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Oh. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. 1, 2. Like, in between the 4th and 5th square. Oh my god, that center line. 120 knots is just... Oh, that's beautiful. Alright. Let's go ahead and wait for our beacons to come on in a second. Chat, what are you all saying? What did you all think of that? What did you all think of that? That's absolutely great. Congratulations. I know. I just yesterday was horrible. I mean, not horrible, it was okay. Today was phenomenal. It was insane. I love the 350. Oh, God. 46, that's my best A350 landing yet. I absolutely buttered that. I've got to watch the flare again. Ah. Beautiful. And I'll thank Tower for their service, too. Let me see if there's anyone else. No, I'm the only one. Wow. Ethiopian 506 parked. I just want to thank you for your service today. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Roger, Ethiopian 506, 122.8. Thank you for flying.
You're welcome. See ya.
Goodbye.
All right. Go ahead and disconnect. All right, so just switch the tower. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate your service. All right, deboarding. Oh my god, what a... What a flare that was. That was insane. I'm gonna go look at it again. I just wish we replayed that landing. That's so disappointing that I didn't do it. I had it open ready, but I didn't press the replay button. Golly. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, wow. I'm gonna show Altex, ladies and gentlemen, that... God, that was insane! Altex, where are you? Oh, wait. Hang on a second. Oh my goodness. I absolutely buttered it too. That's insane. Okay, hold on. Let me show this. Okay, like, how does that make sense though? I guess that I did kind of pitch the angle a tiny bit too, so I guess I could see. Oh my god, that center line's perfect. Oh, 46 feet per minute, 129. What did G's give me today? What did G's give me? G's, what did you give me? 65 feet per minute. Okay. Oh my god. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. That feels great. 46 feet per minute. That's a 9.5 for me. Like in between the 4 square. Oh my god. I love the A350. That's unreal. That's unreal. Ay, ay, ay. What a flight. What a flight. Alright, we're gonna let PAX off, and then, wait, does the gate work? No, it doesn't, sadly. Yikes, okay. I'm gonna operate the stairs. Oh, they're deboarding passengers. Alright, chat, I'm gonna go watch that flare again. That was unreal. Oh yeah, I still have Altex on. Hold on. Can you do landing rate monitor? Like, if y'all could see the top, it says 65. That's my G's account. Landing rate monitor. Whoo! Insane! Wait, hang on. Okay. I'm gonna show you landing rate monitor for a second. 48! I mean, how? They gave me a 48, and then, Altex gave me, what was it? 46. Like, 2 off. That's insane. Just unbelievable. The center line was... I'm going to watch it again, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go back and watch the flare. That's a master flare right there. I love the 350. It's insane. All right, let me go back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Not... Jeez. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Whoa. Just unbelievable. Jeez. Can I close you out? Thank you. Quit. Woo! What a flight. What a flight. Alright, let me watch it again. I'm actually curious. Oh god, that was an amazing flare. Like, I felt low coming in, but then I absolutely did a great job correcting it, too. I'm gonna watch the flare again. Hobby lights were fantastic. They were spot on in this airport. Oh my god. Like, wait, let me see my lowest vertical speed. Wait, what? Did that go? Oh my god. Like, in the 30s was my lowest vertical speed. Oh, wow. That was a great flare. I'm gonna say, though, that center line was really good. I'm giving it a 9.5, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to give myself some kudos for that. That's fantastic. Unfortunately, I don't have the replay. But that's disappointing. But hey. An absolute butter. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I appreciate you all watching today. It's been a pleasure being your pilot. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate your time and attention. We're going to figure out Fort Lauderdale on Wednesday. It's looking like Buffalo, but I'm going to tally the votes and see what you all have said so I can decide for myself on which we're gonna do. So I really appreciate your time. Thank you for watching, and as always, we will see you all in the next video. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. Thank you. Absolutely. Just beautiful. I'm gonna watch it on this show.